friends, this is Karen from Blue Rooster Farm, and today I am going to share with you something that I'm really excited about. You know, I've been cooking for over 50 years, and today I am going to show you something that I just learned about a week ago, and I can't believe that I never knew this. Now, a lot of times when I'm cooking, especially I've done some videos where I've needed buttermilk. I have said if you don't have buttermilk, you can add lemon juice or vinegar to make your buttermilk. And I've done that in the past many times because of the acidity you need, and then adding the baking soda, it reacts. Now, I had also shared, I think in a video where we were putting buttermilk in something, that I never liked the consistency of the milk and lemon juice or milk and vinegar because it was too thin, and real buttermilk is thick, or the cultured buttermilk is thick, and so a lot of times I would add some yogurt to it or some sour cream to it just to thicken it up and give it the same consistency. Well, today I have learned a new way to make buttermilk. It is so simple, and if you're like me, you don't always have buttermilk on hand, and you buy it and then you think it goes bad in the refrigerator, so you throw it out. Well, I've even found out that buttermilk doesn't go bad unless you see mold on it or it gets to be really stinky. It is cultured, fermented, and it is already, when you buy it, a spoiled product. So unless it's moldy or stinks to high heaven, your buttermilk will stay good in your refrigerator for a long time. So with all that said, I'm going to show you how to make cultured buttermilk, and it's so easy. So I'm going to flip you around here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, now it's kind of silly that what I'm getting ready to tell you. In order to make buttermilk, you need some buttermilk, but this is just the beginning when you first start. Now you could also buy the buttermilk culture, you know, go online and buy it. So it's just as easy to start off with store-bought buttermilk, make your first batch, and then you'll never have to purchase this again, okay? So what you need is you need cultured buttermilk. It should say cultured on it. You also need to have milk, either low-fat milk, regular milk, skim milk, or whole milk. Any of those are fine. You need a jar and a lid. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your milk, and I'm just going to use whole milk here, and you're going to fill your jar. I'll use measurements here. It doesn't have to be exact. You're basically inoculating your milk with the culture, and depending on how much will depend how quickly it changes to buttermilk. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 cups of milk to 1 cup of buttermilk. So there is 2 cups. And I'm just going to use whatever's left. If it's not 3, that's fine. And that looks like about a half a cup. So I've got 2.5 cups of milk. I could go in the refrigerator and get some more, but I'm not going to. Okay, then you're going to add 1 cup of buttermilk. Now, I have already made buttermilk, and it's right here. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Because if you have made it already, you're just going to take what you've already made and add it to your milk. But I'm going to show you how thick this is. That is thick buttermilk. And it smells like buttermilk. It looks like buttermilk. It looks really creamy. It's, you know, it has a little bit of a twang, a little sourness, just like buttermilk, but that's what buttermilk is. So I could add, and I'm going to take 1 cup of my already made buttermilk, and I'll just put this one aside. And put it into my jar. Okay, well that's actually worked out better that I didn't have all that milk in. So there we have our milk and our buttermilk. And I'm going to give it a stir. Right now it's cold because it came out of the refrigerator. I'm going to put a lid on it. Now this is just a plastic lid that you can use for canning lids after you've taken the canning lid off. If you put it on there lightly, it can still breathe, and that's what we're wanting to do. I'm going to cover it because I don't want anything to get in there, but I'm not going to tighten it. And I'm going to cover it. I'm going to put it someplace where I know it will be safe, and above my refrigerator. It gets warmer up higher there, and tomorrow 24 hours, or tomorrow morning, I'll probably look at it tomorrow morning. This is now about 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll look at it in the morning. If it's not quite ready, I'll just leave it there and keep looking at it maybe in the evening. This just took a little less than 24 hours to culture. The temperature in the house was warm. We had our windows open. It was about in the 80s or high 70s, so it cultured very fast. If your house is cool, it's going to take longer. It might take a couple days. But I'm going to put this above the refrigerator, and I'm going to check it tomorrow morning. Then if it's not quite ready, I'll check it in the afternoon. You can tell that it's ready when you open the lid and it's just kind of a glob. It's kind of solid. Now if you stir it, it becomes liquid, but when you kind of shake it a little bit, it all moves together. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up there, and I'll bring you back when it's done, and I'll show you what it looks like. Hey friends, we're back. Today is the next day, and it's probably been not even 20 hours since we made our buttermilk yesterday. And I've got something to show you. So here is the jar. Now you can kind of see there, get a little light through there maybe, that there is a little liquid forming at the top. And I'm going to bring it down so you can see this better. Okay. And look at what has happened within this short amount of time. We now have a clump of curdled milk. This has become a thick buttermilk. I'm going to give it a stir. And remember, this was made with the buttermilk that I had made a couple of days ago. So once you buy the buttermilk once, you don't have to buy it again. You just keep making your own. And it smells like buttermilk. It smells good. We have just made buttermilk. I hope you're as in awe as I am, because now I know I will never have to buy buttermilk again, and I will never run out. All I need to do now is put the lid on, put it in the refrigerator, and let it set, and I can use it. When I get down to just a small amount, I could just put more milk in this jar, any kind of milk, whole milk, skim milk, low-fat milk, and fill it up, give it a shake, let the lid set lightly on top, put it in a warmer place like above your refrigerator, and wait for about 20 to 30 hours if your house is warm. If not, it'll take a little longer. Check it, give it a stir, and put it in the refrigerator. Now, if I looked at it and it wasn't ready yet, I would just set it back on the refrigerator and check again, maybe in 3 or 4 hours, and consistently do that. Now, if yours doesn't turn like this, you might check and make sure you have cultured buttermilk. If you don't have cultured buttermilk, it will not work. It's got to be cultured. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe, like, and share, and I hope to be sharing more tips with you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.